Here's a great question from my friend Andrea Donsky. What do I think about the AIP diet for thyroid issues? Well, let's talk about what it means. AIP is the autoimmune protocol. It's a particular kind of diet that's meant to be both an elimination diet that takes out potentially triggering or inflammatory foods and a healing diet. So what exactly is that? So Hashimoto's and Graves' disease are autoimmune diseases, which means that your own immune system is attacking your thyroid and causing some kind of damage. There's lots of autoimmune diseases, multiple sclerosis, type 1 diabetes, psoriasis, vitiglio, lots of them, and they all have the same basis. That's your immune system attacking your body. So what we do with something like the AIP is first we take out all kinds of potentially triggering foods. There are a whole bunch of foods that trigger your own body to do this attack, like gluten and dairy, for example. And then we also remove other foods that right now may be inflammatory or triggering to your body while you're still healing leaky gut, while you're still calming down your immune system. You do this healing, and then there are some things you can add back in. Now, there are some things that will probably permanently stay out of your diet, regardless of what diet you're on, regardless of how healed you are: gluten, dairy, eggs, soy for those of us with autoimmunity, especially with thyroid issues. But the AIP itself, the autoimmune protocol, is only meant to be a short-term diet. For some people, that could be 3 months. For some, it could be 18 months. What you do is you eliminate these foods, you track symptoms in various ways, especially healing your leaky gut, adrenal issues, and so on. And then there are some things you can add back in. For example, the AIP takes out all seed-based foods and spices. That means everything from black pepper to all kinds of nuts. Anything that comes in a seed. Because seeds tend to have protective chemicals, the plant doesn't want you to eat them, that most people can handle just fine. But when your body needs deep, deep healing, when you have had these autoimmune flares for a long time, those foods, that little bit of chemical that normally your liver would just get rid of, could be triggering and could be inflammatory. So we take it out for a period of time, and then there's a reintroduction phase. Now, it's really important that you do both the elimination completely if you're doing AIP and the reintroduction. So many people are like, I finally feel good, I don't want to reintroduce anything, and it can become extremely restrictive. So again, AIP, a very kind of extreme form of a healing diet, can be very helpful. That's not what I recommend long term. I ended up needing a modified AIP. I didn't need to take all the seeds out, for example, and now there's certain restrictions I have permanently. I mean, most people with autoimmunity, gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, I can't do most nightshades, that's tomatoes and peppers. I also can't do like bruise yeast and corn. That's me in particular. If you want more about the AIP, here's a great reference. Dr. Sarah Ballantyne's The Paleo Approach is a phenomenal resource for the autoimmune protocol diet. Info about what you can specifically do for thyroid health, kind of a mini elimination, check out my bio. My thyroid healing guide will give you some of those.